How the Freedmen Reparations Fund Trust repaired a broken status. For decades, the status of descendants of American slavery, often referred to as freedmen, existed in public discourse without legal structure, verification, or protection. It appeared in speeches, grant programs, census categories, and political rhetoric, yet lacked one critical element required in law: a lawful authority capable of defining, verifying, and protecting the status. The result was predictable. The status became diluted, misclassified, and vulnerable to misuse. The Freedmen Reparations Fund Trust, FRFT, did not invent a new identity. It addressed a structural failure. This blog explains how the trust repaired the status by returning it to law, equity, and evidence. The problem: status without jurisdiction. Before FRFT, freedmen or descendants of slaves functioned as a self-asserted identity, a racial proxy, a political category, a grant-based label, a historical reference. What it was not was a legally governed status. In law, a status without a verifying authority, evidentiary standards, a custodian, enforceable boundaries is not a status at all. It is a claim. This lack of jurisdiction allowed anyone to speak for the class, organizations to redefine it at will, governments to collapse it into broad racial categories, bad actors to exploit it without accountability. The issue was not history. The issue was authority. The core repair: moving status into trust law. FRFT repaired the status by anchoring it in common law trust and equity, rather than politics or race. Instead of asking government for permission or recognition, the trust exercised a lawful private right. Open quote, the right of a trust to define and govern its beneficiaries based on evidence and fiduciary duty. Close quote, this single move changed everything, from identity to beneficiary class. FRFT did not declare who people are. It defined who qualifies as a beneficiary under the trust. That distinction matters. Identity is subjective. Beneficiary status is governed. Identity invites debate. Beneficiary status requires proof. By converting the concept from identity to beneficiary class, the trust removed the status from racial classification, political discretion, self-assertion, and placed it under fiduciary governance, where it belongs. Verification replaced assertion. The trust established verification standards grounded in records, not opinion: federal and state census records, birth and death certificates, emancipation-era documentation, generational continuity, internal review, and record keeping. This repaired two failures at once. 1. Legitimacy. The status became provable. 2. Protection. Dilution and misclassification were no longer possible. Verification is not exclusionary. It is protective. The critical separation that repaired the StatFT formally separated three concepts that had been improperly merged for years. 1. Descendant. A factual claim anyone may assert, no authority, no governance. 2. Verified freedmen, a trust-recognized beneficiary status, evidence-based, governed, enforceable. 3. Public racial categories, administrative tools used by government, not lineage verified, not status granting. This separation restored clarity, constitutional safety, and legal durability. The trust became the lawful gatekeeper. Before FRFT, no one protected the status. Misuse had no remedy. After FRFT, the trust acts as custodian. Administrators hold fiduciary duty. Misuse can be challenged. Misclassification can be rejected. This is what repair looks like in law. Not ownership of people, but custody of standards. Government interaction did not create the status. FRFT did not derive authority from government acknowledgement. The trust asserted its authority first. Government agencies did not reject it. That distinction is critical. Non-rejection under scrutiny confirms the structure is lawful, the verification system is not prohibited, the trust did not exceed jurisdiction. This is not permission. It is legal survival, which matters more. What repair means in legal terms. Open quote, the Freedmen Reparations Fund Trust repaired a collapsed social identity by converting it into a lawfully verified beneficiary status governed under common law, trust, and equity principles. Close quote, that repair is durable because it is not dependent on elections, funding cycles, racial narratives, public opinion. It depends only on evidence, fiduciary duty, trust law, due process. Conclusion: the trust did not create the history. It did not invent the people. It did not claim government power. It repaired a status that had been left legally unprotected. In doing so, the Freedmen Reparations Fund Trust restored clarity, legitimacy, protection, and lawful standing. That is the difference between rhetoric and repair.